What up? This is Law Maitreya with the Super Longevity Institute. Single eye salute. Um, Today's episode is called Readers Are Leaders. The more you read, the more alive you feel, the more ideas you're exposed to. So, I got a couple of dope books, of course, from my library for the Super Longevity Institute library. We're gonna keep getting better and better. I'm waiting on my camera. I'm getting a new camera. I'm gonna hook this spot up. And yeah, I'm gonna get some better lighting. Um, the first book I got today is called New Optimum Nutrition for the Mind by Patrick Hawford. Yeah, this is like my second time getting this book. This is about all the nutrients you could take to keep the mind, the brain sharp. The mind is just an abstraction of the brain. Some people, like the Indian yogis, believe the mind exists outside of the brain. I'm a materialist. The brain and the mind is just an abstraction of the brain. That's a fact. And there's certain things that you need to eat in order to keep your mind sharp. All right, and functioning at its optimum. This book it's like a beginner's guide on how to do that, and to help fight against mental illness. What's not discussed is the close connection between nutrition and behavior. There needs to be more research. I think I want to pull out a few books about that. The close link between nutrition and behavior. If you don't have the right nutrients, if you don't have the right environment to grow, then you're going to be more susceptible to mental illness, to ill behavior, etc. Let me read the back of this book. All the hip hop is about is actually New Optimum Nutrition for the Mind. This book will make a tremendous difference to millions of people who suffer unnecessarily from mental problems. Nutritional medicine of the future. How we think is how we think and how we feel is directly affected by what we take into our bodies. Although it may seem strange, eating the right food has been proven to boost IQ, improve mood, emotional stability, sharpen the memory, and keep the mind young. Similarly, the harmful things we take into our bodies, anti-nutrients, including oxidants, alcohol, sugar stimulants, negatively impact mental health. These are the main issues world-renowned author Patrick Hawford discussed in New Optimum Nutrition for the Mind. Mm, this book. See, this is the reason why I keep eating things like walnuts. You know what I'm saying? I keep these in stock, baby. Maitreya is not playing out here. Law Maitreya is not playing out here. You know, that's why I keep walnuts in there. It's great for the mind. This book is broken down into 8 parts. Part 1 provides food for thought. What are the best foods to eat and which nutrients are the most beneficial? Part 2 discusses how to protect the brain from becoming polluted and how to identify and avoid brain allergies. Part 3 teaches readers how to boost their intelligence, enhance their memories, beat the blues, solve sleep problems, and more. Part 4 turns to mental illness. Part 5 to depression and schizophrenia. Part 6 and 7 to mental health in the young and old respectively. These parts include information on identifying and understanding specific problems and how to treat them naturally and effectively. Part 8 provides a complete action plan for regaining and maintaining good mental health. This book closes with a helpful resource section that provides readers with useful address. From boosting one's memories, solving depression, and beating addictions to overcoming eating disorders, preventing age-related memory decline, and balancing out mood swings. New Optimum Nutrition for the Mind covers a wide range of important topics and will be of interest to anyone who wants to think and feel great. Go cop that. Put that on your shelf. Readers are leaders. The only people, that's why we don't have too many leaders in our community, because they're not reading. They're not being exposed. What that says is that you're not being exposed to other people's ideas and information. Okay. Patrick Holford's New Optimal Nutrition for the Mind by Patrick Holford. Put that on your shelf. Leaders are readers. The next book is called Frozen to Life, a Personal Mortality Experiment by DJ McLennan. McLennan. Yeah, this is about cryonics. How far will you go to avoid death? Good question. Frozen to Life is a true account of the author's extraordinary answer to this question. If he cannot escape the constraints of a natural lifespan, he will, upon his death, have his severed head preserved in a vat of liquid nitrogen in the Arizona desert. Yeah, there's two type of patients at Alcor or at any of these places where you're suspended in animation. Some people have their head preserved. They're called neural patients, and some patients are whole body. They get their whole body suspended in animation. Yeah, so yeah, it's crazy. The book illuminates the astonishing science behind his decision and transformative power of the patternist thinking that carried him to it. From initial confusion and isolation of his upbringing on the Scottish islands of Benbecula and Skye comes a curious inkling that collides with dominant religious dogmas and alters relationships. What am I? What is self? Must selves die? Neuroscience, including the latest theories about the way mind emerges from architecture of the brain, interweaves philosophy, Buddhism, and personal testimony to create fascinating and emotionally charged insight in the psyche of Cryonot in waiting. Written with empathy, searing insight, dark humor, frozen for life, is both cutting edge, bleeding heart, a postmodern experience in falling in love with the life while preparing for death in ways we can change ourselves radically without losing our treasured humanity. And in coming to understand that neither life nor death is what we think it is. Yeah. Frozen to Life, a personal mortality experiment. DJ McLennan. Yeah, go put this on your shelf. You see that? You see that? Bam. Yeah. Here, Super Longevity Institute. So, a couple of our main goals is a hip hop state, city state, and super longevity, the reversal of the aging process. This next book, a lot of people, I'm gonna go back to the basics on this because, a lot of people don't have, it's not, when I say anti-intellectualism in this country, it's anti-science. People are not, they have a problem with science, but science is so beneficial. Science and technology is so beneficial in the environment. It's like illogical. Like science has brought us all of these tools to help better our lives, and yet we have a problem with science. When science come up with a theory of evolution, we have a problem with it. When science says the sun is the center of the universe, we have a problem with it. I'm here at Super Longevity Institute. Science and technology is very important tools in order to discover new knowledge and radically enhance ourselves. That being said, the next book is called The Cell. Yeah, The Cell, The Evolution of the First Organism by Joseph Pano, PhD. Yeah, yeah, The Cell. I have mostly all the series of the new biology books. They're dope. The new biology set is called. They got this a set. They got aging, animal cloning, cancer. I think cancer is the only one I don't have. The cell, gene therapy, and stem cell research. It's a crazy set. An understanding of the cell is the key to grasping developments within the new biology. The cell, through examination of this building block of organic matter, about which scientists' increasing insight has spawned new fields, new technologies, and new ethical dilemmas. Another Joseph Pano traces the development of the cell from its first appearance in the primordial soup of the oceans of ancient Earth 3 million years ago through the emergence of simple bacteria to rise multicellular organisms that eventually become the plants and animals we recognize today. As biotechnology emerged in the later 20th century and the knowledge of the cell grew, the second wave of technologies, animal cloning, stem cell therapy, gene therapy, began to appear, raising ethical questions regarding the possibilities that presented. The cell provides incisive information about the structure and the function of the cell, with special emphasis on the cell division and cell to cell communication, essential, essential to the development of multi-celled creatures. Discussions of the cell cycle, genes, genetic mechanisms, and the transition from single cells to multicellular organisms round out the exploration of the cell. This book concludes with a chapter on neurons and a research center providing information on DNA technology. The cell, the evolution of the first organisms. Come on, man. Come on. Let's get it together, y'all. Readers are leaders. And last but not least, it's one of my favorites. I told you we real scholars here at Super Longevity Institute. I thought y'all knew the history of the history of life extension in the 20th century. By, I hope I say your name, brother. I see you on Facebook all the time. Alia Stambler, PhD. Much respect to this guy. I know he's a really prominent life extensionist. And here at Super Longevity Institute, we really, really respect your work. Salute, single out salute to you, comrade Stambler. This is truly terrific study. It has taught me a huge number of facts and wow, I'm just reading the back here to myself. I haven't picked this up for a minute since last year. So yeah, this is just all a history on the history of life extension. It's a real dope book. Wow. Wow. I love the cover too. Looks like Ponce de Leon, but I don't think it is. It's like some mythical stuff. Wow. This work fills a notable gap in the history of dermatological science in the 20th century. I would use this material from my course in biology of aging. As a researcher in the field of aging, I found this work to be scientifically accurate, detailed, and at the same time entertaining. Yeah, man. The history of life extension in the 20th century. Wow. Wow. I'm keeping this out. I gotta reread this. I gotta go through this. I have to go through that book again for myself. I gotta keep that out. Yeah, there's some stuff I need to revisit. Like, since we all in quarantine and we can't move around like we want to, even though people are outside, we're not outside as much as we were before the pandemic. We need to be prepared for this second wave. Stock up on all your nutrients. I will go to Life Extension and get all the supplements that I need. Get the foundation of every good supplement. Is as far as supplements is concerned, is a multivitamin. Get a good multivitamin. The soil is depleted in this country. You need a good multivitamin. Go get one from Life Extension. I don't get paid to say this. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was, if I was, I probably, I take Life Extension. So I would have to have some personal attachment or know that it's a really good product if I'm going to speak highly of it. I don't just do things for money because trust me, in all my Life Extension work and stuff that I've done, I haven't gotten a dime for it. And I've done a couple of things that people don't know about. But and I just feel like it's my duty as a hip hopper to spread transhumanism, Life Extension. And it's fun doing. I have fun doing this. It's not work to me. And I want to give a single out salute to all the Life Extensionists, biohackers, AI people that's into to transhumanism and Life Extension, all the people that's on, who are just advocates of Life Extension. Single out salute to y'all. Single out salute to all my hip hoppers also. But back to the coronavirus in the second wave. Go get yourself a multivitamin. Foundation is a multivitamin. Go get yourself some fish oil. You know what I'm saying? Life Extension has a good product. They're just good at what they do. They got good quality control. They got good supplements, and I trust them. Get your and CoQ10 and a probiotic. 4 things. A probiotic. Most of the immune system is in the GI tract. From what I'm not a scientist. I only go by what the scientists say and the people that's in medicine that says it. And I do my own research, right? If there's more research that contradicts it, we'll go with that research. We're not into, probiotic, fish oil, right? For heart health, brain health, okay? A good multivitamin, CoQ10 for to give you the energy. You know what I'm saying? Energy, heart health, brain health. CoQ10 is excellent. 4 things you need to get. Okay. I have those myself. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. I can't wait till the camera comes in and the lighting comes in. I'm gonna do a couple. Oh man, it's about to get crazy. I'm gonna have original merch. I got a couple of artists that I'm gonna be working with. I'm gonna have original merch. I'm not gonna just be throwing stuff out there. I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? And everything that I do, it has to be to the highest liking. I don't just do things for money. And I can't wait to things, so to things move forward. And I have merch. I have the website up. It's gonna be built, stuff like that. Music is gonna be done. New music. I got a lot of new music, and I can't wait to get that up. I am the first hip hopper to rap about curing aging. First hip hopper to rap about curing aging, and hip hop becoming the city state in the same song. KRS-One has done the same. He has rapped about hip hop becoming the city state. All right. Yeah. So I think that's about it today. I'll see y'all next time. This is Lord Maitreya with the Super Longevity. One love.